Hello there, folks. My name's Great Mighty Poe. Oh my gosh. Welcome to episode 138 of Elden Ring Reforged Master Mode. Oh, man, I'm gonna get the intro right eventually one of these days. I started getting it wrong and now I can't get it right again. It's fantastic. It's driving me insane. You'd think doing it so often I'd have got it down to a fine art by now, but I guess not. Let's get rid of the shield because we don't need it, and let's switch back to that. Awesome. Of course, the one in the back didn't go into frenzy mode and keep fucking shooting me. Jesus Christ. Especially like the chicken shit move, but these guys fucking hurt, so I'm not risking it. I will take things to the position where I am most likely to succeed. A lot of sacramental virgins here. But like, who's the Empyrean that's on Mount Gelmir? Because there's no Empyreans here. I'd watch out, because these guys have lava pots. What the hell, man? He went straight back into it. Okay. Gotta keep an eye out for more of those avian dudes, because they can swoop down from anywhere. Really interesting that there's still life on Mount Gelmir. Like, it's an inhospitable volcanic wasteland, but volcanic ash has pretty good nutrients in it sometimes. Like a lot of phosphorus, which is good for the soil, so plants grow pretty well after volcanic eruptions. We found a red eye. And that dude as well. Not a red eye, but probably more threatening than the red eye was, for being honest. Okay. That's this ledge here cleared out. We'll head up to the next level. I'll have to bring up a bunch of gaseous stones. Why do they name gaseous stones? Like, come on, that's gonna get ridiculed no matter what you do. We'll go up this one here. This gets a little bit higher, and I generally prefer this one. The merchant won't be here. He has been moved to where the site of grace is, if I remember correctly. So that's before they did the thing where you could get like the merchant's inventories moved. But there's still stuff that you need to purchase from him before all that, so having him close by a grace is really helpful. Another red eye down. And yeah, you can see it puts us up above this next ledge here, so we can just pop on down here. Lamp oil, awesome. And get the last red eye, I believe. Nope, he was not the last red eye. I've got more apparently. Probably up here if I had to guess. Because we've had 2 red eye sword ones and only 1 red eye spear one. So maybe another red eye spear one? I can see there's a avionet up there. I can see there's 2 avionets and a sword dude running towards me at 1,000,000 miles an hour. With red eyes. How convenient. Somewhere a chest has opened. Oh, he's got an invisible fucking halberd. And then he switches to the swords when he goes into freak out mode. What the hell? Okay. So we can just drop down here. I'm keeping an eye out for like ledges that might have rune pieces on them on the way down. Because I can swear I could remember one that you have to drop down to, but I might be going insane, so don't trust my judgment. It's kind of funky that the chest is all the way down at the bottom here, and you gotta go all the way back down to get the chest, but I don't mind. Loot is loot, although this is stuff I think we already have. So Marionette Spike Spear and the Marionette Soldier set, which I think we already had. So yeah, taking damage increases action speed, and then the Weapon of the Marionettes, which obviously is a bleed quality spear, which is pretty good. Anything with bleed is always good. Anything with a status effect is always good, I guess, in ERR. Anything without a status effect also pretty good. I guess one point I will give to ERR is they do make all weapons feel viable. Even the ones that are normally pretty bad in vanilla. They all can work. But I think even in vanilla, I think it gets a little bit overblown how bad certain weapons are. I think most of the weapons in vanilla are perfectly fine. I think the problem is that there's just some vanilla weapons that are just too strong and overshadow the rest of the roster. Because, like, why would you use, like, I don't know, the Lordspawn Greatsword when there's a bunch of other Greatswords, is like an example. Or why'd you use Basic Dagger when there's, like, the Black Knife and, you know. And I guess giving players, nerfing the options the player has is a good way to try and get players to try other things and give them a go. Oh, there's a rune piece there. I see you. I'll have to remember to grab that. I should grab that now, actually, while I remember it. Okay, I think I'm sprinting, which is scary because I don't want to be sprinting. There we go. Lovely. I guess I could go back down that way, but I'll just go this way. Oh, I missed a bird on there anyway. I think I came back this way then. I don't really want to go up and down ladders and play snakes and ladders all day long. You could probably actually make snakes and ladders in Elden Ring, except instead of this it being like a snake, it's just Rykard. He just kicks you off down to a lower ledge. Okay, I'm just being cautious because these enemies are scary. They are frenzy enemies, so they do have madness to play with. And yeah, you can see that the ones over there noticed me when I was climbing up that ladder, so they're gunning for me right now. Which is kind of insane, that aggro range, like holy shit. If I can lure them down here though and fight them, that'd be pretty good. See, now this is a proper frenzy soldier. And we've got a frenzy knight coming for us. Oh, I've got 2 knights on me because of course, Miyazaki. You know, the spear one should probably have leashed at this point and not be able to go any further. I'm gonna go up this way a bit and see if I can just get this one. Let's howl. I might be dead. Oh no, not quite. Cool. I just want them in the codex. So we've attracted the demi-humans behind us. Who have about as much health as the goddamn knight did. Jesus Christ. This area, man. Okay, I don't think there's any others. I think there's just those ones. Obviously we still have the enemies there. Yeah, I can see the knight is there. Obviously he's a spear knight, so he's a little more dangerous, I find. Oh, what? Okay, he didn't stop was the thing. That went on way longer than it should have. Noted that Hello Shiburi goes on for like 6 hours. Go. I'm fairly sure Frenzied Knights were one that I mentioned when I was giving feedback about Codex enemies and saying there should be another Frenzy Knight because there's only 2 of them and you need 3 for the Codex. Eyes of Yellow. Obviously want to grab the yellow embers in this area as well, because they're kind of rare.
Welcome, dear customer. Welcome, valued guest. Please, I'm hungry.
Yes, well, you have a lot of stuff. You have Yellow Embers infinitely, which is quite nice. Perfumer's Cookbook, which is Rupturing and Feverish, as well as Volcano Pots. Take both those cookbooks. The full Confessor set, which I love the Confessor set. A Guilty Hood. Not the only Guilty Hood. There is another one, I believe, in Lanedale. Might have been removed, though. Another 6. Holy shit. Stone Sword Key and the Oracle's Remedy. They also have Explosive Bolts and Explosive Great Bolts. So there we go. The Alt Confessor chest piece without the cape. I know it sounds blasphemous, but the Alt Confessor chest piece is a fairly common fashion thing I did when I was playing Era in the past. Because I used to do a lot of runs starting as Confessor. Because I was doing runs where I was, you know, trying to do Int or Faith or something like that, but with weapons, and Confessor's good for that. Like, really good martial class. With still having some Int and Faith for some of those more specialized weapons. So, yeah. So we got the Grace there, which is perfect. I'll go around. Fine. Yeah, I had to get your mate in the Codex. And I'm fairly sure there's a lack. I think there's missing one Lanedale Foot Soldier as well. So, yeah. One more Lanedale Foot Soldier and one more of the Frenzy Knights is required for the Codex. Which is kind of a little bit silly. Like, if you're gonna have the bug with those soldiers down there, you could maybe, like, put a Frenzied Knight down there as well, and a Frenzied Foot Soldier. Or turn those Foot Soldiers into Frenzied ones. Like, there's options. Okay, and seeing as we did get attacked by those demi-humans, we may as well make our way up to the Volcano Cave. This has one of my favourite weapons in the game in it, which is obviously the Jar Cannon. I love Jar Cannon. I don't know why, I'm not normally a fan of ranged weapons like that, but the Jar Cannon just it feels fun to use. Oh, right, yeah, we did pick up that cookbook. I'll take a look at that in a second, because that's got a couple of, new thingies, which is nice. A couple of the new perfumes. Don't know if they're any good, but they exist. Right, let's find them. They wouldn't be down here, Poe. They'd be back up the top, you absolute mongoloid. Feverish. Uses FP to release an explosive burst of spores, inflicting madness. If a simple Miranda, Bloom can be crushed by the weight of despair, then what is despair if not the essence of our forsaken lives? Ow the fucking edge. Jesus, mate. Go get some therapy. Rupturing was the other one. Uses FP to scatter engorged flies over a wide area, bursting into pools of blood on contact. Takes an adult mind to fill one's mouth with flesh-eating flies. There are those who find ecstasy in suffering. Miyazaki? So that seems to be for bleed. Okay, so we've got ones for bleed, we've got ones for frost, we've got ones for madness. So sort of filling up the checklist of all status effects. There are more support items, from what I understand, to help those particular builds build up those status effects a little bit faster, rather than being standalone things. So, at least from what I understand. I think that's mostly for the Deathblight one, though. Right, yes, early day. Cool, just want to double check, make sure that it wasn't nighttime or anything. I need to change the torch Asher 4 back, because I had to remove it. No skill. Shouldn't I have the beast repellent torch? Yeah, why aren't I using that? That'd be so much better. Oh, that flame is a much deeper color too. I'm gonna use this actually. I like this flame. Man. It increases damage against beasts and makes beasts passive, which means I can more easily kill them. Stuff like wolves is a good example. I don't think demi-humans count, unfortunately. I don't know what kind of sound I made there, but that probably described my reaction to that. I had one guy there down to one hit, and the game was like, "Oh, you got him down to one hit? Yeah, nah, fuck you." Okay, guys, Jesus. Oh, and you have, like, 0 health left. Just notice that this torch is a little bit heavier, which does mean that I'm above weight. If I... Yeah, I can switch down my helmet to something just lighter. Yeah, sledgehammer jump attacks. Why not? Throw that in. That's fine. I keep going quiet, but I've got to concentrate with these encounters because they're, yeah, very enemy dense. Gotta say. Oh, there's a rune piece over there. I'll come back for that. I did notice that we did get a great knife, which is actually really, really good. You can see, obviously, A+ dex scaling with bleed, so really solid knife. If you're lucky enough to get as a drop from the demi-humans. Yeah, I was getting to you, mate. You're golden-eyed, so you're a little bit more annoying. Okay, weapon bounce can fuck off. Seriously. Coil shield. 6 slivers of meat. Arteria leaves. And rainbow stones. Cool. So yes, there's like a little, I guess, yeah, a little storeroom that I've got going on here. Obviously they've been pilfering supplies from the Langdale soldiers, which is, adding further to the misery those poor soldiers are suffering. Oh, I thought something was coming for me. This does increase immunity as well, so it also has Viper Bite. So, yeah. Pretty nice, I will say. Welcome to the House of Bleed. Thank you, Wonky Terrain. I really wanted to just whack him instead of doing a crit. Lumps of flesh. Medicinal moss. Another ruin fragment. Cool. And this loops back up to the first cave. Well, the first part of the cave. And we can actually rest here, because we do want our resources back before we try and take on the Demi-Human Queen, who is in the basement. It's not too hard to get back. Obviously, you can just head down this way. Fall off the Demi-Human Chief and you're in, pretty much. If you want a buff though, good fucking luck. I hate that attack, by the way. Oh, come on! Can you phase change? Ah. There we go. Not too difficult of a fight. Mostly need to watch out for the turnaround bite. The phase 1 I find is a little bit more challenging, just personally. Okay. And we did pick up the jar cannon there, which is, yeah, 42 strength required, which I do have when I put my physic flask, which is quite nice, and, yeah. I do like that weapon. Okay, and we got another 6. Hey, we can go to plus 18 with this weapon, which I think I will do. I quite like using this weapon right now, and I'll keep pumping any 6s I find into this one until I can purchase them.
Well, I took you no matter how you're up.
Lovely. Hang on. My brain's going a million miles an hour here. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I never finished picking up all of the stuff. If you got big dollars, you may as well spend them. No, that is terrible financial advice. If you got money, save it, because something will always go wrong. That's my advice. Oh, we got the first glove warp barbering. Didn't even click to that. 1s, 2s, and 3s for them, which is something. Can only get 1 level because we purchased all that armor. Let's just double check. 46%, yeah, no changes there, obviously. Yeah, Confessor boots. Awesome. Much better looking. Also, I want to, let's see, alter garments, tailoring tools, and I just want to show it because I do quite like it. Alt the Confessor armor, and alter and transmogrify chest, and we can do the alt Confessor. Like, I really, really like it. It's just really, really nice looking. It's got good armor in the front of it too, which I really like. Like, it's nice looking. So, yeah. But, gonna stick with the, oh. That's not it. There it is. I guess I've kind of got a Jedi look going, and I am kind of using a lightsaber in a way. And also I haven't checked my deaths since a little bit, and I always like checking them. $1,082. Not half bad. Not half bad indeed. Okay, I guess let's go back to the 9th Mount Gelmir campsite. We can end off there. Lovely. So I will say, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good one.